if you don't want to be found guilty of falsifying business records and as a felony, don't sleep with the porn star. Don't lie about it. Don't pay her off. Don't cover up the payoff.
All right, so much to say, so little time to do it. We got to get into some of these videos. I want to show you this video from an interview on CNN. It was the day after the verdict of the Donald Trump hush money trial. George Conway was on CNN, and boy, did he bring it home. Wow, did he bring it home. You got to see this.
This case really does capture Donald Trump in a way. It's where he started. He's been a criminal his entire life, and he cannot help himself. I mean, if you go out there and you see his son and him all claiming that they're the victims of some mastermind scheme by President Biden. I mean, it's just silly and ridiculous, and Marco Rubio should be ashamed. I mean, if you don't want to be found guilty of falsifying business records and as a felony, don't sleep with the porn star. Don't lie about it. Don't pay her off. Don't cover up the payoff. Don't cover off the payoff in the middle of a presidential campaign where you're making an illegal contribution, and don't roast the guy up for taxes who used as the front man. If you don't want to be held liable for rape like Donald Trump has, don't grab the woman's genitalia. If you don't want to be held liable for defaming the woman that you raped, don't keep lying about what you did and calling her a nut job. If you don't want to be indicted for overthrowing the Constitution, don't start a self-coup. If you don't want to be indicted for stealing classified documents and obstructing justice, don't take the classified documents. When the government asks for it back, give them back. If the FBI serves you with a search warrant, don't hide the documents, and don't lie about it, and don't have your lawyers lie about it. This isn't that hard. Donald Trump is not the victim here. Donald Trump does all of these things to himself. And I agree with David. I mean, once upon a time, the Republican Party was the party not just of anti-hippies, but of personal responsibility and of law and order. What party? Where is that party? Here, no one's willing to hold, in the Republican Party, is willing to hold Donald Trump to account for his crimes that aren't really even in dispute. And no one is willing to call him out and said he's going to get the nomination. That's just insane, and it just shows the degree of moral rot we have on the conservative side of politics today.
Here's another good one. Lauren Boebert. She's going up for her seat again in local Colorado, and they had a local debate, and she's going up against her arch rival. He blew it out of the park. You've got to see this. He called her on something that had her with a one-word answer that just, she might as well just have walked off that stage. This is so great. You got to watch this.
Conservative. Well, I think the voters back home should know that a no-nonsense conservative should not have a failing Liberty score. We have the Independent Institute who scores representatives for their legislative record. And if you are not voting how you campaign, well, then you get a negative impact. And I'm the only person.
Would you like to answer the question, or would you like to talk about Liberty scores? You can answer the question, ma'am. It's okay.
Will. So,
I asked a very specific question. Please answer.
One of my favorite pieces of legislation that has been signed into law is my Pueblo Jobs Act that creates at least 1,000 jobs in Pueblo, Colorado. We worked to incorporate the BRAC process, so nearly $7 billion in infrastructure would not be bulldozed and go to waste. But there are also many other pieces of legislation that I've passed through the House. And
it doesn't matter if it's passed through the House. If the president doesn't sign it, ma'am,
government, and I'm not going to compromise my principles to just pass a bill
that
does not honor.
I would give you one more opportunity if you would like to answer his question, which is the number of bills you've prime sponsored that have been signed by the president.
So my Pueblo Jobs Act has been signed into law.
A number, please.
That is one.
Got it.
I love it. Wow. That was an embarrassing smack. She should have just left right after that. All right, we're going to make this one a short one. I hope you enjoyed those two videos, but don't forget to subscribe. I hate saying this. Everybody says it. click the like bell and blah, blah, blah. But I just want to make sure that you can keep updated with us, and anytime a new video comes out, you'll be alerted first.